Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
Adam Driver is the news today. Part of it anyway. Because he's been making the rounds. He's been out and about talking to people because he's got his new movie coming out for Christmas, Ferrari. I know you're a car guy. You like Yeah. So eventually we'll see Ferrari.
Or at least I will.
At least you will. I might watch it solely for Adam Driver.
You might watch it solo.
Yeah,
or I might have... jeez.
Okay, of course, because he's making the rounds talking about one thing, he's also talking about Star Wars.
Because what happens whenever anybody's ever been in Star Wars is on a show. They get asked about Star Wars.
And whenever we have to cover this, you say that. Okay, and he talks about some interesting things. First thing they asked was if he knew he was going to be playing Vader 2.0. Yeah, I did, and I had an overall arc that in mind that J.J. Abrams wanted to do. His idea was that Kylo's journey was the opposite journey of Vader, where Vader starts the most confident, the most committed to the dark side, and then by the last movie, he's the most vulnerable and weak. He wanted to start with the opposite. This character was the most confused and vulnerable, and by the end of the 3 movies, he would be the most committed to the dark side. I tried to keep that arc in mind. Regardless, if that wound up not being the journey anyway, because it changed while shooting, but I still focused on that.
Changed the plan. I mean, that's kind of what I saw for Kylo all along, though. Like him
right, you wanted him to be pushing further into the dark.
Yeah, that's what I thought his story was going to be. I said that years ago, and people were like, no, he's going to be redeemed. And I'm like, no, I think he's going to die a villain. I think he dies a Darksider. I think that's kind of what's happened.
Would have been appropriate for him.
Yeah, so it's kind of validating to hear Adam kind of...
Is it you're on a first-name basis with Mr. Driver?
Yeah, Adam, not Mr. Driver to me. But no, it's good to hear that Adam backed up what I was saying years ago about Kylo's journey, that I think he's going to die Darksider, and apparently that was the plan at one point.
It's kind of redeeming to hear that.
Oh, that was as bad as one of mine.
And then he was asked when the character's arc changed.
Well, let me guess.
And Driver said the following. With Ryan, he took it in a different direction.
Ding, ding, ding.
But it still tracked with the character, and then the last one, it changed into being, about them and the dyad and things like that, and evolving into Ben Solo. That was never a part of it. He was Ben Solo from the beginning, but there was never a version where we'd see Ben Solo when I first signed up for it.
No surprise there.
As we were never, ever, ever supposed to see him actually playing Ben Solo. He was always going to be Kylo Ren from beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Just like in original Star Wars, we didn't ever really see him being Anakin.
Well, at the
very end,
Anakin, yes.
He died as Anakin, but his arc never really showed Anakin.
I mean, Return of the Jedi is kind of like, Luke is insisting, no, man, there's good in you. I feel it. And later, like, you're crazy. And then at the end, it's like, yeah, you were right. You got me. But you don't really see, Anakin at all.
No. I mean, I'm not terribly surprised hearing Adam Driver say that. I mean, it is interesting, though, because he's really thoughtful when he chooses roles. He's a very intelligent man.
Yeah.
Very intelligent.
Great actor, too.
Yes. Yeah. When he was first approached to play the main villain to the sequels around the end of 2013, start 2014, we can assume, at that time, J.J. Abrams and Lawrence Kasdan were rewriting Michael Arndt's script for Episode 7 for a few months. Then the studio just scrapped Arndt's treatment overall. And then in an effort to meet this release date, this 2015 release date that they had set for the film, they decided to take it one movie at a time. And then, of course, let Rian Johnson figure out what to do with Episode 8 on his own.
What an amazing idea that was.
Plans are made for reasons. When you wing it, this is the wonky stuff that happens. Yeah. So I feel kind of bad for Adam Driver because he picked it, hearing an overall story, hearing an arc for a character, and then they just switched it.
Yeah, well, Ryan
they altered the deal and... Pray they alter it no further.
No, they kept altering it because then even JJ was forced to alter after.
Well, wouldn't that stink if you signed on to a 3-movie contract deal? They're telling you this is the character you're going to be playing, this is his story, and then after the first movie, they're like, by the way, we threw that all out.
Yeah.
He's going to be really weird now, and we're going to turn him into Ben Solo, and he's going to be a little whiny, and I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well,
they changed the character on him, and that's not what he signed up to do.
No.
I also don't think he has too much love for the sequels, because he was also just on SNL.
He was, yeah.
He did the opening monologue, which I thought was pretty funny. He's a humorous kind of guy. Plays the piano.
He did, yeah. I've seen what you're referencing now. Yeah.
He was singing a song to Santa, and on his list of things he wanted for Christmas, he said, I liked for people to stop coming up to me on the street and saying, you killed Han Solo. I didn't kill Han Solo. Wokeness killed Han Solo.
Yeah, I bet he gets a lot of that, though. Like, the whole,
you killed Han. No, I didn't. Wokeness did.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Adam Driver, for another fun evening of laughs.
Yeah, but it is interesting to get these tidbits from behind the scenes about what really went on.
What the actors really feel about the projects that they did. And
this is what I said a few years back. I can't wait for a couple of years to go by when the actors start, talking a little more and we get a little bit more behind the scenes stuff and find out what really happened. And this doesn't surprise me at all to learn more of that. Well, it's no plan. And
it's also a reminder to, everyone out there, we can't be blaming the actors for these things.
No, I don't think we...
Adam Driver signed on to play a very specific character, and they changed it on him. It's not in his control. The fact that they did the same thing to Daisy Ridley's Rey. Yeah. She wasn't bad. You can't say she was bad in the first movie.
They changed her story too. She even talked about that a couple of years back now.
So
I don't think many people blame the actors. Of course, there's always some.
There's a couple.
There's always
the
exception
minority
to the rule. Yeah, there are people who don't understand how it works. I guess that don't understand, like, the actors don't get to
they have very little
write their
say
characters.
in what happens to their characters.
Yeah, I mean, they have control of their performances, and you can argue his performance was bad. I'm not saying I think that's the case, but certainly you can argue a performance was bad and blame the actor. Sure, but sometimes it's the director's fault too. But my point is, I don't really think many people blame Adam Driver for Kylo Ren or Daisy Ridley for Rey or any of them.
No.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of foolish. I mean, to a degree you can because of their performance again, but I don't think anybody's really thinking.
Some people who say these things, who go attack the actors on Twitter and social media and all that stuff, they don't do the homework. They aren't going to research and go, who's really to blame. They don't care. They're just the outrage crowd. And
and they're angry. Like, people do and say stupid things when they're angry, which is not defending them or condoning them, but we've all, like, said something, we're like, well, that was pretty stupid of me to say. That doesn't even make sense. Mm-hmm. And again, not defending the people who attack these actors or whoever it is online. That's just stupid. But sometimes people are stupid. All of us can be stupid. I know.
Some more than others.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's move on to the next thing that we're going to talk about. We're kind of moving into Hasbro territory, a little collecting news, and this is more than just regular collecting, so even if you're not a collector, you might find this interesting towards the end.
You will, yes.
But first off, Hasbro revealed in the Gift the Galaxy event that they've been running on Tuesdays or whatever, 3 new products celebrating the prequels. From the Retro Collection, we have a Phantom Menace multi-pack. Comes with Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Jar Jar, Darth Maul, Queen Amidala, and B1 Battle Droid for $60.
That's actually a good price, I think.
$10 a figure?
Yeah.
I think that's about accurate for the
that's
retro.
Actually for retro, yeah.
Yeah, for retro, that's
they
about
look
accurate.
Good. I don't hate the retro. I don't collect it, but I kind of like the retro line.
I know.
Just kind of the old school look of the vintage Kenner. They're nice. They should maybe be a little cheaper, but...
Coming for Vintage Collection, we have Deluxe Jango Fett with his Attack of the Clones look.
Where's the Deluxe?
It's going to be going up for pre-order starting today at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. The price on it is $25 because it comes with 7 entertainment-inspired accessories, including his jetpack, 2 blasters, and he's also got fire effects. He can shoot fire from his wrist fire thing. And he also gets a fire effect for the bottom of his jetpack, both sides. Okay. You can also remove his helmet, and he does have his accurate face.
And
that's what
still waiting for the deluxe part.
No, that's it doesn't say deluxe, but it's definitely deluxe packaging with deluxe pricing.
Yes.
Because that is the price that a Black Series figure used to be.
Used to be until they even went up to like $27 or $28 now, yeah.
But speaking of the Black Series, we do have the Black Series C-3PO, B1 Battle Droid body, and Super Battle Droid 2-pack available for pre-order same time, exclusively at Hasbro Pulse. It includes 2 figures and 2 entertainment-inspired accessories, aka their guns, for $50. And I'll let you rant, because I know you're mad.
The dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It should come with 3 entertainment-inspired accessories, one of them being a B1 Battle Droid head.
Yes, you should be able to swap out the C-3PO head. What are they doing?
Because people might want to buy multiples to get more of the super battle droids.
Yeah,
perhaps?
if you're an army builder of any kind, you're going to want multiple super battle droids, but you're not going to want multiple C-3PO battle droids.
Are battle worn. They have some
also
sand
don't like
on
that.
them.
Yeah, they're not battle worn. They brushed a little bit of dirt on them.
Little paint
on them.
Terrible.
It's
flecked a little paint on them. They're battle worn now. Which is sad because they're probably all going to have pretty much the same markings. So they've destroyed the army building possibilities.
Yeah, you would have to do some customizing, or you try to clean it off.
If they would have thrown in the B1 battle droid head and maybe just made them clean, they would probably have sold so many more of these.
Yeah. No, I'm sure eventually they will sell the B2 battle droid, the super battle droid, by itself. I mean, we've already got the B1 by itself in the Geonosis kind of darker
in other colors, yeah.
But
that one won't match these ones because it's not going to have the battle worn.
I know, but it's like, why do they do this? How is it stupidity, or are they trying to make more money? Or I don't know.
They're going to make less money because if they would throw the head in there, you'd get a bunch of people buying the $50 pack.
Yeah, all you'd have to do is put the head in there, try to vary up the battle damage or the the dirt or whatever,
or not paint it at all,
or just not do that at all. That would be even better.
Army builders, people who do this, they'll do it themselves. They'll get a little airbrush action, and they'll be done.
Yeah, just put a normal super battle droid, a normal B1 battle droid with the optional head of C-3PO, and this thing sells like hotcakes. Instead, I'm looking at this like, why did you do that?
Like, well, I guess I only need one. Because I'm not going to buy a bunch of these and get a bunch of C-3PO bots.
I certainly would have considered buying more than one. Now there's no chance of it. So good job. Like, just it's amazing.
Right. In other related Hasbro news, it's kind of been released now that Hasbro is going to be laying off 1,100 of its employees, which is 20% of its workforce. The company is saying it's because of a decrease in sales.
Huh.
Well, when you drive the prices up and kids don't get toys anymore, because most kids want electronics now, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I think you're right, yeah.
I think that...
Not that there's anything wrong with electronics, but it's kind of cool for kids to play with toys.
There are still kids who get toys, but I think the age of switching to electronics has decreased.
Yeah. Well, it's strange, because even when I was a kid, we had, Nintendo came out, Atari 2600 when I was very young. So we had systems, but that really wasn't the primary thing necessarily.
No, on Christmas you want to open up your, you want to open up the toys, you play with them, the whole family gets to watch, the kids play together.
Yeah, even
now
when we got
you're
Nintendo,
like, oh
I
look,
still
they all
wanted
pulled
toys.
out their tablets and they're just being antisocial for Christmas.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It is what it is. It's a changing of the times, and apparently Hasbro is not understanding how to change with the times.
Nope, not
because now they're trying to charge basically $28-30 per Black Series figure to
which
people.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just too much. It's never going to work. But anyway, before I go on a much longer ramble about Hasbro and playing with toys and stuff like that, maybe we'll save that for a future video. Anyway, that's going to be all we got for you this time. Now it's your turn. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of this Ben Solo news, that he was never meant to become Ben Solo again. Or tell us what you think about Hasbro and their idiotic ways. But whatever you choose to do, leave those comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.